Welcome back to another Spirit Island video. In this video, I'm going to be continuing my series on spectacular synergies, this time focusing on one of the best combos in the entire game, Serpent plus Memory. Now, why is this combination so powerful? And that is because it allows Snake to hyper-accelerate into Prolif every turn, as well as proliferating another spirit, like Memory. And the way that Snake does that is with this left innate here. And it says Serpent wakes in power. The first threshold gains energy, the second threshold allows you to proliferate, and the third threshold allows you to gain majors. Now, usually this innate cannot be hit early on, and that's because it's gated by this very tough threshold of 232 to hit. The earliest Snake can normally hit this is on turn 5. You have an earth here and a water, and that would require you to draft an earth plant card as well as a perfect element water earth plant. So it's possible on turn 5, though I rarely see it. Just because it's so unlikely for you to draft two really specific on element cards and then play both of them, which means you're not playing your powerful uniques. Normally you see it around this spot here, or once Serpent is at the 4 plays. Now, Memory does exactly what Serpent wants, and that is give Serpent elements. And the way that Memory does that is with elemental teachings. And this is a 0-cost fast power. It's prepare an elemental marker, then you discard up to 3 elemental markers, and then target spirit gains those elements. Now, elemental markers is a mechanic that Memory can use. And what an elemental marker is the single instance of that element. And normally Memory will be spending elemental markers or innates or thresholding majors, stuff like that. Well, elemental teachings lets you give elemental markers, well, essentially elements to other spirits. And that allows you to threshold that second innate, second threshold of that left innate. Now, how does this look? Let's first actually talk about absorbed presence. Now, Serpent can play Absorb Essence, and this says gain 3 energy. You then move 1 of target spirit's presence from the board to your Deep Slumber track. That's over here. Target spirit gains an energy and an element. Any spirit or any presence on your Deep Slumber track counts as being absorbed. And that is important for this left innate threshold, where that first threshold says any spirits with absorbed presence gain energy. The second threshold says they can proliferate if they have 2 presence, and the final says they may gain majors if they have 3 presence. So the combo goes like this. Snake will play Absorb Essence on turn 1. Let's say they G4 and G3. They'll play Absorb Essence. Then they will gain 3 energy, 1, 3. They'll steal 1 of Memory's presence. Memory grew, and they'll steal it. Memory will then gain an energy and an element, and Memory just plays whatever. Now on turn 2, Serpent is going to reclaiming that card, placing a presence, and Serpent is going to play Absorb Essence, as well as Elemental Aegis. 3, once again, Absorb Essence, 1, 2, 3, giving us the energy. Elemental Aegis is going to be Defend 4, because you're going to absorb another one of Memory's presence here. And it's going to be Defend 2, plus 1 for each presence on the Deep Slumber track. So this combo, you have this AoE Defend that's scaling every turn. Now, as I mentioned earlier, Memory is going to be playing Elemental Teachings this turn, plus whatever card Memory so desires. Let's say they play this card. And they now need to give Snake elements with elemental teachings. And what does Snake need? Well, Snake is going to need 2 plant and an earth. So elemental teachings is going to go out, giving Snake 2 plant and an earth. And look at that, Snake now hits that second threshold on turn 2. And now, since Memory has been absorbed twice, Memory and Snake will gain an energy because they have absorbed, because Memory is absorbed once. And then since Memory is absorbed twice, Memory proliferates, and same with Snake. This is our turn 2. We time pass. Snake will reclaim. Memory will reclaim. Once again, Memory will play Elemental Teachings, Snake will play Absorb Essence and Elemental Aegis. Actually, at this point, Snake doesn't even need to play Absorb Essence, but he still can. Really, this just depends on what you want to do. But really, I've already showcased how the combo works. You want to be hitting this proliferation effect every turn, and I believe it's so I think it's like turn 4 is when you finally unlock, which is or it's either turn 4 or turn 5, but regardless, you're going to be in this extremely powerful position just because you're going to be fully unlocked several turns earlier than you should be, as well as proliferating another spirit. Now, let's say you have a third spirit here. This is where you start to absorb them, and then now you can get them on the proliferation bandwagon here. This combo is one of the best combos in the game, and it is used to beat a lot of 6/6 combinations. In fact, a lot of my play group is outright banning this combo from those types of games because usually when we're playing a high diff 6/6 game, part of the challenge is trying to solve that intricate puzzle. And this combination into a lot of 6/6 comps gets rid of the puzzle solving because, like as you just saw, you're reclaim looping this combination over and over and over again, proliferating both spirits, and then really you're just gonna start slinging majors, reclaim looping, and there really is no there's no puzzle, right? Because like your whole early turns are all set in stone. You're always playing these cards, you're always proliferating with that left innate, you're always hyper accelerating a second spirit, and it's just not interesting. Of course, this is our opinion. I know a lot of players love this combo; they find it interesting, but yeah, you'll never really see this combo played in any of the games that I'm usually in, just because my play group is very adverse from it. Now, the Nature Incarnate expansion has released a couple aspects. Let's take a look. First aspect is Locus, which gets rid of Elemental Aegis, and it turns Snake into something that it's not. It also gets rid of the left innate. So if you're trying to do this combo, Locus aspect is not for you. Now, Memory has two aspects. It has the Mentor aspect, which replaces the red innate, as well as this part up here, that special role. And then it has Intensify, which just replaces this effect right here. Both Intensify and Mentor can be substituted for base memory in or for this combo. I have no idea which aspect or base memory is better in this combination. There's benefits and negatives to all three. The biggest benefit to base memory, late game, you're going to be hyper accelerated because you've been proliferated multiple times by Snake, and then you'll be gaining majors from Snake on Serpent Wakes and Power, and base memory will be able to threshold this majors by spending markers. If you're playing Intensify, you lose the ability to threshold majors with your markers, and that could be pretty bad. Now, the benefit is you do get access to, you get access to another moon as well as an any element every turn, especially in those early turns. You also can spend earth markers to upgrade this defend from defend 3 to a defend 5, and then you also still can threshold majors with elemental teachings, but it's going to be a little bit more challenging just because you'll have to spend markers you'll have to play this card on yourself, spend markers to then threshold majors. So I'm not sure which is better in the combo. I would love to see Intensify, but jury is still out. If you like this video, like, subscribe for more content. I will see you guys in the next video.